Hey y'all, I am on, I think, day 3 of COVID. I just got my positive test today, and I just wanted to make this video just to show y'all what we are experiencing and maybe to help some of y'all that are having the same symptoms or to just ease your anxiety about COVID. We've only been having mild flu-like symptoms. I just got my positive result today. I think I'm on day 3, like I said, and I think Bryn and Brian are on day 2. We all had fevers yesterday that were low grade, only 99.6. We've had some body aches, bad congestion and sinus pressure. What else? Just been really, really tired and lethargic. But that's it. Brinley only had a fever yesterday morning, 99.6 just for a few hours, and then she's been okay, just like allergy symptoms now and just a little tired. But she was literally jumping on the trampoline this morning, and we just got her COVID positive result today too. So I'm just gonna check in with everybody and show y'all kind of how we're feeling day by day. All right, Bryn, so you are day 2 of COVID. How do you feel? Feel good?
She's about to do cartwheels.
And Cam has no symptoms so far. You're still feeling good, Cam? He's had no symptoms at all. And Brian, he's on day 2 as well.
I'm
and
just
he's
fever.
Yeah,
Fever and I sound bad.
Yeah, low-grade fever
My eyes
like
hurt,
me.
my head hurts, but nothing crazy.
Which Tylenol is helping so much.
Yeah, nothing wild, but you just gotta wait it out.
These are all the supplements that we've been taking to help us get through COVID. Vitamin C, quercetin, zinc, D3. Then I also have down here, we have this Kids Immune Avenger. And then turmeric we've been mixing into juice. I feel like that's helped a lot too. And then colloidal silver. So we're on top of everything. Taking Tylenol mostly for pain, body aches, or fever as needed. And then I started taking Claritin D to help with my sinus congestion, and I feel like it's helping. Oh, and we also heard that this spray helps a lot too, just to kind of clear your sinuses and, I don't know, basically help kill any, the bacteria that's in there. So this is a saline nose spray, and then I also got these nose rinse packets. So I do like a neti pot rinse with these, and I've heard that that helps a lot too. All right, we just got Camden's positive COVID result. How do you feel?
Good.
He has no symptoms, really. I mean, he's had a stuffy nose since last week, but I don't know if that was just allergies or what, but other than that, you're good, huh?
Yeah.
COVID positive.
Old stupid COVID.
I know. We'll get through it, though.
Yeah.
Kids have just been watching TV for us to get through and have a nap today. How are you feeling? Brindley is on day 3 of COVID. And you feeling good? Yeah? Nothing hurts or anything? You just feel good?
Yeah.
They've been bouncing off the walls today and having fun, huh?
Right.
And you and Bubba are doing so good, just hanging out so that Mommy and Daddy could rest today. Thank you. Okay, today's what I'm going to say day 4 for me, and I'm actually a little worse today than I was yesterday. I was just so exhausted today. I had to nap, and I've been like napping pretty much all afternoon. Luckily the kids have been entertaining themselves and letting Brian and I nap and rest. So that's the only way it was worse. It's just that I was extremely, extremely tired. My fever did come back this morning at 100.0. But then took Tylenol and I've been fine. All of my sinus pain is thankfully gone. Body aches are basically gone. So right now it's just, I have fluid in my ears. I'm feeling a little congestion in my head. I just feel like my head is in the clouds basically, and really tired and not much energy. But I do feel better now that I've rested all day. And then now I also have lost my sense of taste and sense of smell. A friend told me that smelling eucalyptus oil is supposed to help bring back your smell. I mean, literally nothing. Like, I smell nothing. It's so bizarre. Taste, I can still taste a little bit, but it's definitely faded from what it is normal. So yeah, that's my day 4. Brian does still have some low-grade fever and low energy. He still has some body aches and he feels like hot and cold at the same time. So overall, we still have mild, flu-like symptoms, and obviously Camden is positive and has no symptoms, which is so crazy and sucks that he has to stay home from school. So they won't be able to go back for a couple weeks. I'm so glad though that he's symptom free and hopefully stays that way. And then Brinley she just woke last night with a stuffy nose, so that's really her only symptom now. She literally only had fever for like a few hours that first morning, and that was it. She did complain a little bit of her back hurting and pain behind her eyes like I had. And then Brian also does have that sinus pain as well, which I hadn't heard anyone talk about. I heard headache. I didn't really hear many people talk about the sinus pain behind your eyes and everything. Really, my first indicator that it was something more than just allergies was that I was just so exhausted. On day 1, was just napping a lot. I didn't want to get out of bed. So for me, that was like our first indicator. And then for Brian, his came on pretty quick. He got fever the same day I did, which was, I guess, day 2 for me and day 1 for him. So that was kind of his first clue. It came on real quick. So luckily for us so far, it's just been mild flu-like symptoms. So hopefully we will be feeling better soon. Brinley's working on a puzzle. Our friends dropped off all kinds of toys for the kids. It's been so helpful. Is it fun, Bryn? You're doing good.
Mm-hmm. She did most of it.
Hey, how do you feel?
Good.
Look at me. Feel good? Mm-hmm. How's your throat? Does it hurt?
Just a little bit.
A little bit or not really?
When I came in the room.
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was hurting last night, so we gave her Tylenol. But it wasn't too bad, huh?
Yeah.
And now it's a little better?
Now it's not hurting at all.
Oh, good. All right. How are you feeling?
Good.
We're on, I guess, Brian and Bryn are on day 4. I'm on day 5.
I'm
How
on
do you-
day 2.
Well, I don't really know because I don't know how long you've been positive with no symptoms, really. You had a stuffy nose in the beginning and that was it. Now, do you feel anything? Anything hurt?
No.
No? Feel good?
Wow.
You feel good?
Yeah.
Good job, Bryn. Your first big puzzle you did. High five. Okay, I think today is day 6 for me. Yesterday I started feeling so great and I was getting up and doing stuff around the house. And then yesterday afternoon into the evening I just started to crash. I got so exhausted. I had to lay down and I ended up being in bed for about 12 hours last night. Feeling good this morning. I haven't had fever now in 2 days. All of the flu-like symptoms now are gone. I just still feel kind of like my head is in the clouds a little bit foggy-headed. My fluid in my ears is starting to finally drain, and I just still feel weak and tired because I haven't really been wanting to eat very much. But I've been forcing myself to so I can stay on top of all of our vitamins and everything. Brian today, flu-like symptoms are gone. He is still having a little bit of sinus pain and just, really tired and lethargic still. Both kids are still doing great. Brinley has a little bit of congestion, but that's it. Camden is still symptom-free. So we were actually supposed to be at the UT football game today, and unfortunately we'll have to be home and watch from the house. We're having groceries delivered soon, so I'm just so glad that we're starting to feel better. We just had groceries delivered from HEB. HEB is the best. All right, Brian and I decided to try the viral roasted orange trick to bring back our smell and taste. It's gone viral. A bunch of people say that it works. I don't know, it's kind of totally random, but we were willing to try it. All you have to do is roast an orange over the flame just like this until it's pretty much all charred, and then mix it with a little bit of brown sugar. I can slightly taste it. Brian can't at all. I mean, we're only on day 6 now.
5 maybe.
5 and 6. So we'll have to try again. Kids are over here doing schoolwork for the week. Camden's teacher was so sweet and came by and dropped off work for both kids. Brian just tested positive still, unfortunately, and I actually tested negative, so I'm about to go to HEB. I believe today is like day 10 for me. I took a test yesterday and it was finally negative, so I'm so happy I can finally get back out into the world. We have a few things that we are kind of desperately needing from the grocery store, so I'm gonna head there now, and I'm gonna stop and get myself, I think, a pumpkin spice latte. Got myself a pumpkin spice latte that I can mildly taste, but it's still so good. Today is day 11 for Brian, and he finally just tested negative. So relieved we can get back to normal. I've had terrible fluid in my ears, and so I picked up some Sudafed, and this is totally helping so much. All right, y'all, it's now been 2 full weeks since we first came down with COVID, and we are back to normal today. The kids are back at school. They were so excited to be able to finally go back and see all their friends again. Brian is back at the office today, and for Brian and I, we still just have some leftover congestion. I have fluid in my ear, which is driving me crazy. I'm still taking the Sudafed to help hopefully dry that up. And just our energy levels are not at 100% yet. We had Camden's flag football game yesterday out in the heat, and we just kind of both got worn out easily. The kids were fine. Brian and I are just still not there 100% energy-wise yet. We did have concert tickets we got a while back, so Brian and I were already cleared. We were able to still go to that Saturday night, but we were so tired the next day. So I know each day it's slowly improving and that we'll get there. Overall, honestly, COVID for us was like the flu. I know that's not the case for everybody, unfortunately, but I'm just so thankful that that was, you know, for us. And as y'all could see, the kids were hardly affected at all. Camden only ever had that stuffy nose. Brinley only had a fever for a few hours, a little backache, and then congestion. And then by day 2, she was already so much better. So I'm just so thankful that we have natural immunity and antibodies at this point. We are not vaccinated. We don't plan to be vaccinated at this point. We believe that's something that everyone should have their own personal choice and right to. So that's just kind of the backstory on our COVID experience. But I hope that this video was able to help you in some way, maybe even just relieve a little anxiety and stress for you. In the beginning of this pandemic, I was so terrified of getting COVID. And now that we've had it and we had such a mild case, I feel so relieved and so much better. And again, I know that's not the case for everyone. I'm sure I'll receive some sort of backlash for that, but I am just here sharing our personal experience with it. And again, I'm just so relieved that it was such a mild case and it hardly affected the kids at all, which is so great. So anyway, if you have any questions at all, I'm happy to answer them. Just comment down below. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all on my next one. Bye.